Good afternoon. It's Friday, April 9th. I want to talk about pots you didn't know you needed. And this relates in part to a conversation that was going on one of the Facebook groups dealing with the whole issue of ceramics and invention. One of the problems in ceramics, if you're trying to be innovative or being required to be innovative, is that if you look around enough, particularly back through history, you'll generally find that the Chinese have already done it and done it better and probably did it thousands of years ago. and so, one of the common things to say is, that there are no new forms. And I would argue against that. I mean, I make life-size, comfortable clay armchairs. But one of the forms that may or may not have ever been used before, and that may or may not have any function in our society now, is a form I came up with while still up in Iowa, called a Gluttons Cup. Okay, so this was the very first Gluttons Cup. Okay, and it may not be obvious, but this is hollow. Okay, so all of this space holds liquid. And in this case, it's about a quart to here and another quart to there. If you're not into quarts, think of it as a six-pack, because that's what it is. I also did one like this some years later. This is 4 ounces shy of a half gallon. And before I get accused of having been a member of a fraternity, the challenge with the Gluttons Cup, okay, so if you're drinking out of a Gluttons Cup, as you do this, you lose the horizon because it's so wide, and you're drinking out of this very wide thing, so you have to be very cautious, but it's okay, you're completely sober. And then as you get about a quart down, it's coming out of that hole and then down the slope and into your mouth. This is not like drinking out of a boot or something like that. This is, can you do this with no time limit, we're being hasty, without spilling? And what we found was that actually the smaller ones were more difficult because the drinker would get overconfident and think they were almost done and just slam back, and what was really the remainder was still 12 ounces or something, and something would go into one ear or the other. So it wasn't about haste. It wasn't about how many of these can you drink. It wasn't really even about what you were drinking. It was the mechanical challenge, while not quite sober, to stay tidy. Anyway, it's a fun shape to try to make if you're feeling bored with all the other shapes. Have a good day.